Ajax, one of the great historic clubs of European football, famous for the legendary player development. Names that have come through the Ajax Academy echo in the halls of world football. Names like Van Basten, Van der Sar, Clarence Seedorf, Dennis Bergkamp, and Johan Cruyff. And the names that have donned the Ajax kit are equally staggering. Names like Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Luis Suarez. Both cut their teeth at Ajax before becoming the world's most feared strikers. And their current roster of youngsters look as talented as ever, with potential world beaters in a myriad of different positions. But after missing out on the Eredivisie title the past couple seasons, and their rivals PSV signing the coaching wonderkin Santi Escobar, Ajax had to make a move at their managerial position. And they believe they have found their answer in a bright young managing talent out of Japan. Hikari Mugen was the only coach to push Escobar while both were in the Japanese league. And with a background in scouting analytics and youth development, Hikari is primed to take the talented youngsters of Ajax into a new golden age of Dutch football. This is the Ajax Career Mode. Welcome back, you lovely weirdos, to the Ajax Storyline Career Mode for FIFA 17. Now, if you would be questioning, who the heck is Hikari Mugen? Who is Santi Escobar? That means that you are new. This is actually a continuation of my Gamba Osaka Career Mode. I'm basically doing a Journeyman Career Mode where I coach a bunch of teams throughout the world, and it's all good times. So go ahead, click on the eye over here, and that'll take you to the Gamba Osaka Career Mode where you can get caught up, learn all the characters. I highly suggest you do that. And go ahead, subscribe, because I'm bringing you the bestest and brightest career mode content for FIFA 17 on the YouTubes. Now, this is episode 1. We're over here, Hikari Mugen up in Ajax. And let's go ahead and get acquainted with the players in this episode. See where maybe we can make a couple of transfers. And first and foremost, let's look at board expectations, alright? Domestic success, they want us to win the league. It's doable. It definitely is doable in the first season, and they want us to reach the semifinal in the European Cup. Now, also in the youth development, because this is Ajax, they want us to develop. We have to sign at least 3 players of 20 years age or younger, and then they have to have potential higher than the overall average of ratings of the player of that position, as well as we have to sign 2 players from our youth development squad. So a high focus on youth development we do. So that kind of forces us to bring in even more talented youngsters, which I'm really excited about. Brand exposure is also pretty high, but you know, financial brand exposure, continental success, all that kind of is dictated by winning our games. So not too worried about that. Now let's go ahead and meet the squad. Alright guys, so I just want to give you a quick overview of the squad right here and kind of see what we are working with. This is Ajax, of course. This is one of the best young talented squads in the world. It's a football factory, so I don't know if there's too much room to be made as long as we push, you know, developing a lot of these youngsters. Now I'm going to identify some spots though that we could kind of target to improve in the transfer market. That, of course, leading off with the keeper position. We have Andre Onana wants my name. Exactly, nobody knows your name. He only has a potential of 78, and then our best keeper on the group is Tim Krul, the ex-Newcastle man. He's alright, but I'd like to, you know, it's his Ajax. Let's go ahead, you know who's high potential and young that we can groom into that position. Right back, we're okay. A little bit of issue on pace though. Kenny Tete, one of the best young right backs in the game, but these other two, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Get it? Get it? Not the fastest either, so get the fuck out of here. We're gonna need probably another fullback. Davison Sanchez, center back position, definitely a point of strength at Ajax. Love this kid. He's kind of like a young Bailly. At the age of 20, he's got excellent pace, he's got excellent strength, jumping, good hitting accuracy, and pretty well balanced in those defensive stats. Nick Vergiver. I apologize, you know, for butchering these names. Also pretty good. Well balanced in the physicals. He's fast enough. He's got great stamina, and he's already pretty well rounded in the defensive stats. And now, of course, we're getting to the big, you know, the big kahuna in this center back folly. Gyro, Rilderwald, Riedewald, however you say his name, he's immense. 76 overall, and he's quite good in the physicals, and he's quite not only good in the defensive stats, but he's also got good ball control, and he can pass a bit. Maybe have him like help join the attack. Maybe go ahead and put him, definitely slots in pretty well. This guy, not all that great. This guy, I don't know how to say his name. I'm just gonna guess it's like Matthias de Legit or something along those lines. 63 rated. He does have higher end potential. I think he can get up into the 80s. I just don't know if we're gonna have enough time to raise him. So maybe a younger center back or a higher rated, veteran center back could be an option to go ahead and fill out that fourth kind of rotational center back that you're gonna need in a long season. Left back, we do have one left back in Mitchell Dykes. I don't know how you say his last name. As you can see, 76 rated, good enough speed. What I love about him is that high end strength. You love high physicality in your left backs. Go ahead and push those wingers off of the ball. Already 80 in the stand tackle and almost there in marking and slide tackle. He's pretty legit. I like him. Only issue, look at this. There's no other left backs on this team. It's him. So we, by default, need to get a left back or a couple of fullbacks. Jonathan Van Der Beek, one of the best young center mids in the game. Let me just go through here. He's one of the best young center backs in the game. Big Bad Boer is one of the best young center backs in the game. This guy is not one of the best, but he's got great physicals. This guy's one of the best young center backs in the game. And let's see who else. Sinkgrav is one of the best young center mids in the game. I think I've been saying center back this whole entire time. Klassen is one of the best young center attacking mids in the game. We're absolutely flooded in the midfield with talent. A lot of these guys can play cam, CDM, or center mid. We're good, essentially. And this being the star piece of the team, Hakim Ziyech, essentially, he's my own little Moroccan Coutinho. As you see in his stats, excellent ball control, free kick accuracy, 90 freaking curve already. He's already 81 rated overall and can grow even more, I think, to like an 85. You want to get the ball to this kid's hands. He's going to pull us through. We continue on. Once again, this guy's another bright young youngster, but we're just probably not going to use him. On the wings, though, we might be able to use some help. Anwar El Ghazi over here is a nice, really, he's a tall winger. He's a different type. He's like a tall, strong, pacey winger, probably cut inside. He's got a decent little finish on him. He's pretty darn good. Vaclav Cerny, I think, is one of the best young, bright winging talents in the world right now. He's not blazing yet, but he's got amazing acceleration and agility, good ball control and dribbling. Only 3-star skill moves though. On loan from Chelsea is Bertrand Traore, who is good. He's very, very good actually. Can play the striker position, but he's probably better suited in a right winger or left winger position. He's got good ball control and I think he's got 4-star skill moves. Definitely a very good usable player. Maybe someone who, if he plays well, we can make it a permanent move over here. Kasper Dolberg might just be the best young striker in world football right now. Well-rounded, nothing super stands out right here, but he just got an upgrade, and now he has the potential of 87. If you go ahead and take a look right here, he's an exciting prospect. At 18 years of age, he's already pretty damn tall, and look at this. He's got power header, finesse free kicks, and target forward. But he's not slow by any means. 76 speed, he got a little bit of upgrade there. And he's 6'1", and he's got 4-star weak foot. He can finish with both feet, and all these stats are going to be grown immensely. Unfortunately, his understudy Matteo Cassiera over here, not totally sold on him. And then everyone else, Bertrand Traore, I'd rather use on the wing. I can use him at striker, but I think that a good young striker partner for Kasper Dolberg, or a rotational striker, could be in the works. Definitely an area we could improve on. We do have this guy on loan. He was very highly touted. Rosario Zivkovic. He was very highly touted a couple years ago, but he got Adnan Januzaj disease. He's just kind of fallen off, and now he's on loan. So if we want to go cheap, we can pull him back. He's still pretty pacey. Needs to work on the finishing, though. But he's kind of a good height, weight, speed type finisher as well. He's pretty tall, I think, at 6'1" as well. And then a couple of other guys that aren't really doing too much. Left wing, we do have another bright young talent, 77 rated overall, Amin Younes. He's not the fastest, but he's got great balance, agility, and acceleration, which is sometimes more helpful than just pure pace, especially in this game. Ball control, dribbling very high, short passing. Basically, we got our left and our right wingers, our starters anyway. And then we have Vaclav Cerny, who is a bright young talent, and then Bertrand Traore. So maybe we don't need too much help on the wings is what I'm trying to say. Kuzumnig also on loan, and that is a quick overview of the squad. So I need your guys' help. If you guys have any suggestions, preferably if they're Dutch, I'd like to bring them on, but it's not exclusive to that. Who's your best young bright talents to get? Who should I be bringing them in? Right now, areas of identification that we would probably need: a backup striker or two, a left back and a right back probably, one more center back, and then a goalkeeper are the ones that I have identified, and here are the targets that I will be going after. Very quickly, if you have any suggestions on who I should be bringing into this already very talented Ajax side, let me know in the comments down below. Speaking of talented, let's go ahead and look at the next Ibra, Alexander Isak. He's touted as the next Ibra for very good reason. Essentially, there were like 90 freaking scouts going ahead and seeing this kid the other day because he's Swedish, because he's big, and because he's tall, and he can go ahead and bang it in. Why not go ahead and bring the next Ibra, live on the legacy that is Zlatan Ibrahimovic here at Ajax. Next up, we desperately need fullbacks. So, Blas Riveros, I'm going to go ahead and cherry pick from my fullbacks video. If you haven't checked that out, I'll leave a link to that at the end of this video. But we desperately need to go ahead and get a fullback or two in the squad, or maybe switch to a position where we don't use a fullback. I don't know. We will go ahead and see. All right, moving on right here, we're going into this man, another center back. Remember, we had the Matthias kid, but he was kind of low rated. Why not bring in a fourth, high potential Dutch center back and go ahead and complete the quadfecta, if you will, over there. All right, next up, the player that I am looking at here is this man. Onana and Krul are okay, but they both maxed out at 79. So I thought, go ahead, go cheap, get Miles Slivlar over here, bring him in from Anderlecht. I don't know if you guys feel that he's maybe a little bit overused, but he's so cheap, why not go ahead and get in an 80 plus potential? Remember, we have to get youngsters that are under the age of 20 that have a higher overall potential. So he would be a prime target to go ahead and fulfill that board expectation. Now we're going into maybe you Gamba Osaka fans will be a little bit happy about. I'm bringing in two players that I brought over from Gamba Osaka, and that is Emmanuel Osodebe, as well as the star man, the star striker and winger that we had, Edamilson, the Brazilian. 22 years of age, so he doesn't fit into, the box that will get the board happy, but he's a tremendous talent, a little bit expensive, but he was mint quality, I must say. So those are the guys that I'm going in for right now. I will be going in for a couple of more later on, but we'll see. This is our transfer budget. Approximately, I'd say with that wage budget, probably knock it down to like 17 to like 15 million in the transfer budget, and about 50k in the wages is the way that I would probably look at that. Moving on to the calendar, we are in a European International Cup. We're going up against some pretty good guys over there. No, not too bad. As you can see, we're going ahead and we got to focus up on training. Maybe I'll do like polls and stuff. I want to make this career mode very, very focused on player development and youth development. I want to have a lot of squad reports so you guys have been seeing rapidly, all right, which one is growing, which one's growing here, who's growing faster, who should we train. We'll have polls up to see who is going to be training. If you guys want to go ahead and take a look, I'll leave a link, a FIFA link to the Ajax player list, team list down below, so you can go ahead and see who's kind of more high potential, who isn't, and all that kind of stuff. As you can see, unfortunately, Isaac is new to his club, so I think we're going to try to loan him. Emmanuel Osodebe, good, young, cheap kid. He's not going to ever reach really high-end potential, but I think I'm never going to regret having him on a team. I want to be, kind of like a Jose Mourinho. Wherever I go, from every single team that I move on to, I kind of want to bring in maybe like one or two players that I use on every single team. Kind of, how certain managers will go from team to team and then they'll bring like another player along with them. And as you can see, we're going to continue on here at Emilson. Can we get him for 5 million? I know it's kind of expensive for a striker, but we don't really have anyone behind, Dolberg. Maybe, we could put, as I said before, we could play Bertrand Traore out there and he's fine, but But let's get into this match up against Genoa. I want to see what I have right here. There's a lot of high potential, but potential is a dangerous word, because you don't fulfill it, you're just basically hot air. A guy that's already filled his potential, the star player on this team, Ziyech. Look at this! An absolute flamethrower going ahead. He's got a cannon for a foot, and I'm going to be using that a lot in this career mode. And, we were okay going forward, but defensively, well, if we keep scoring own goals like this, not all that great. You know, Tim Krul in net, goes ahead, pushes it, deflects it. We try to clear twice. Each one took it closer to the net and eventually found it. Found the roof. Kenny Tete unceremoniously opens up her scoring this season for the other team. Not a dream start. Not a dream start indeed. Maybe this is going to be a little bit harder than I had anticipated. Now Klassen in a great position. Goes ahead, does in his defender, but skies it. Oh, just frustration from us early on. But at the end of the first half, we're going to go ahead, link it up. Eunice going and flying it in, but a great save from the Genoa keeper. And that goes ahead and leads us to go into halftime down 1-0. But the second half brings opportunities. Can we go ahead and get something in here? It's going to be floated into the middle. Genoa flip it into the mid. And 2 set pieces lead to 2 goals. Shambolic defending on our side. But I don't know if there's anything that can't be done. I am more than willing to go ahead and take the credit where credit is due, but I'm just mashing clear in this situation. Clear ahead the ball, and there's nothing that you can do. 2 goals, sloppy goals, and it looks like we're probably going to be opening up our first. Yep, we're definitely going to be opening up our first game on a loss. Dolberg, our golden boy up top, goes ahead and skies a golden opportunity. It's not going to get easier than this. And that's the big thing to remember. We got a lot of potential on this team, but they're unfinished products. So I'm yanking them just like that. It's a preseason game, but if you miss chances like that, you got to send a message. And you miss chances like that, you ain't going to stay on the pitch right there. And look at this Genoa already just shielding the ball at 72 minutes. It's a preseason game. Go ahead, have some shame. And there, instant impact from Bertrand Traore over there. Subbed in for Dolberg. And going ahead and getting us opening up our account this season and going ahead getting the dab on. Yes. Yes, I don't even know what the CPU did here. It was just like, whatever. So I was like, okay, I'll seal it away. And a brilliant first time finish from the not the ex-Chelsea man, the on-loan Chelsea man over there. Lovely stuff, pinging it off of the post, cutting itself inside. I don't even think that was a finesse shot even. It was just delightful. And now Cerny, also one of the subs. Can he go ahead and get an impact in here? Bertrand Traore linking up back to Cerny. Here he goes, takes one touch, fires inside. Instant. Talk about instant What the hell? We like Doctor Strange and having the time gem in here. We have gone back in time and even up the score. This is ridiculous. And there we go. Vaclav Cerny and Bertrand Traore. Guys that didn't even start the match, I think might have to start sooner than later, because this is fantastic football from both of them. Going ahead, scrappy stuff, and now it is anyone's match. 90th minute, can Ziyech find the killer ball? Holds it up, patient play from him. Eunice, seeing it, playing it across, beautiful stuff. Jakub Cerny back into the top of the box. Does Eunice take a shot? No, he lays it off, and there we go. Cutting inside, gets taken down. There it is. And the evil Edda Nilsson goes ahead and delivers us. Can we do it, lads? Coming back from down 2-0. Oh, terrible tackle there. And Ziyech, our main man, steps up, fires it, does in the keeper, going the wrong way, and we steal 3 points. Oh, what a tremendous way to open up our freaking first game here in the Dutch. Well, it's technically not the Dutch league. This is International Cup, but phenomenal Seeds. And of course Ziyech, who's had a little bit of a frustrating start. I mean, he had a couple of shots or two, but couldn't find the back of the net. But we feed him one, and look at that. Look at this stuff. Bertrand Traore played like 20 minutes and got a 9.4. He netted himself a goal and an assist. Jakub Cerny getting the 8.4. Over there, not all too bad, and good stuff, man, good stuff. Genoa was no slouch. As you can see, they have 5 shots on target to our 6. Gotta get our shots on target. We had 13 of them, not all that great. Possession, 1 slightly. 9 tackles, though. Definitely flying out there. Lovely Lovely stuff. You don't want to give up 2 goals early, but you like to see the audacity, you like to see the tenaciousness of your squad, definitely, especially of a young squad. Usually if they get down and you're young, the fear is that mentally they just like check out, but wow. Impact subs galore for our side, and I'm excited for the transfers that might be coming in. There we go. Exception from Anderlecht over here, Miles. Can we agree to personal terms? Very cheap, 1.4 in the wages. Emmanuel Osadebe also going ahead. Can we go ahead and get this boy in? If you don't know about him, look up his stats. Just can run and run and run for days. We kind of want to use him as our own personal Conte. Unfortunately, we still have a little bit of bidding to do with, you know, as you can see, recently moved. So we're going to try to put him on a short loan. And as you can see right here, Blackhoff Cerny wanted to play in the upcoming match as long as we can get him in. I don't see the issue in it. Going up against Newcastle, a championship side, but for all intents and purposes, for talent purposes, is a Premier League talent. Tier talent, let's just be honest. And you might notice that the screen is going to be a little bit wavy. Like, what is up with the what is up with this weird texture that you're going to see every once in a while? Unfortunately, this footage is corrupted. Not completely. I was able to run it through a program that allows me to use the footage, but that's why it's going to feel or going to look a little bit textured oddly. I do apologize for this. I'm trying to sort it out with my computer. I've downloaded like new software and stuff. It's been a huge pain in the ass, to be honest. Speaking of pain in the ass, this game, that was our best chance. Pretty much 90th minute, it was a boring ass game. Not all that much happens. And I don't know what happens here, but I absolutely shut up. Mitrovic plays in Czech Tiote, who's in on goal, one-on-one, 90th minute. Are we playing Newcastle or what? The fuck just happened? Maybe I was just flabbergasted and just lulled in sleep. It's like, it's just Newcastle. But we gift a game away. And after just, I lauded all the praise on this team for coming back, showing tenacity, you know, absolutely stealing a game in our first match in this tournament. We do this. I mean, it's the same amount of shots, but they have 1 shot on target in the fucking 90th minute. Unbelievable. This is gonna be an interesting career mode. I could tell you that much. The games that I have played in this have just been absolutely bonkers. Completely 100% bananas. So it'll be interesting. It'll definitely be interesting. The swings have been tremendous. And as you can see, we are going to go ahead. We have agreed. We're going to try to go ahead and bring in both Adam Milson and the next Ibrahimovic. Now, when I said he's the next Ibrahimovic, he's Swedish, he's tall, he's big. One clear difference that I really didn't know about Isaac is that he's black. So, didn't know. Just he doesn't have a face. I've never really seen a picture of him in real life. I was just like, man, look at this guy's tremendous stats over here. Lovely, lovely. Already pretty quick in the physicals. As you can see, not all the best in the skill attributes, but he's 6'3" at the age of 16. Imagine that. 3-star weak foot, not all the best. Medium work rates, you know, not all the best. And he's a little bit light. To be 6'3" and 153 pounds. I weigh more than 153 pounds. And I'm 5'9". You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it hits the gym, goes ahead and beefs up a little bit. As you can see, still unacceptable for Rafa Soares, who we're trying to go in for. Remember, we need a couple of fullbacks over here. He was on the list, you know, the best young fullbacks that you should be using in career mode, which I'll be showing you at the end of this episode. But there we go. Can we get in our second signing right here? We got in the next Ibra on loan, and now we're bringing in the cheapies on Emmanuel Osadebe and Slivlar, I don't know how to pronounce this, but this is what I'm talking about. Sprint speed 86, 94 stamina, 81 strength. Incredible, incredible. We need to train him up in the stand tackle, but with that stamina and 6'2" and good strength, flare shot as well. Tremendous, tremendous. And as you would like to see this boy over here, not the highest. Remember, he's only 63 rated, but he's 6'2", and he has a potential of 81. So we go ahead, put him into the trainings. And then, you know, hopefully by the end of the year he can get up to maybe like a 60, 75, 73. I think we can go ahead and just chill with Tim Krul for now. But this episode's already running really long, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and end it off right here. If you want to go ahead and get caught up in the Combo Soccer Career Mode, I suggest that you go ahead and click right here, ding. And if you want to see the best fullbacks that you should be buying that I featured in this video, go ahead and click right here, ding. My name's Be Modest. If you did enjoy, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and remember to stay yourself, stay humble, and be weird.